Raven issue 3, which are of course 3 of 6. This is a mini. And this is written by Marv Wolfman and art by Alison Borges. I think I'm at a point with this where both the first and second issue, there was a lot of stuff I liked, but both had these big things towards the end and I'm like, I don't get what's going on here. And then this issue was mostly just, I don't get what's going on here.
To be fair,
I feel the same way,
in its defense, I feel like a lot of this issue you're meant to feel that, because obviously she's really confused as well.
No, see, I agree. I get what you mean by that. However, I think there still has to be a sense of where I have like a footing somewhere. And I feel like this kind of thing where it's meant to be confusing works much better on like screen, like say on a movie or TV, because it's really obvious when something's like a dream or something's like you get when someone's been transported somewhere or that something's off a lot easier than you do in a comic book, because comic book you're stuck to 2-dimensional art, and it's not as obvious for some of this sort of abstract stuff. I feel.
Yeah, that's fair. It's especially when there's no like differences in the color palette. It's all still the same kind of blues and purples.
Yeah, that would have helped. Because I actually do really like the art. I think the art's been really good in this book.
Mm-hmm.
But
yeah, definitely. But I feel like differentiating a little bit for these different realms might have helped.
That would have helped, certainly. And we have more astral projection, and we have like this bubble thing that's appearing is like sucking in people, and it's building the power of the person at the center and whatever. But
and it's putting all the victims through some evil carnival for whatever reason.
Well, I think
the carnival.
I think the carnival was just what was in the middle of that area, because we've seen that in the first issue. So I think that's just the epicenter.
Yeah, that's just coincidence almost.
Yeah, the carnival just happens to be there, I think.
But just remind me, because this was the first thing I read this week, and it's been a long week. There are like the carnival is like torturing people by like forcing them to keep riding the rides and stuff, right? Like she goes back there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
But I think, I almost feel like that's all meant to be in the other realm still, like all that.
Yeah.
It is quite hard to tell.
Yeah. So I can't remember if I just made that up or if that was really a thing.
No, it happened. You had the big double page of it all, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because there's this one of the big problems I had is this really weird bit in the middle where Raven gets transported back to the house with her aunt and uncle, and she has amnesia for like the night before, and we spend a few pages of her trying to remember things, and then she just gets transported back, and it just kind of felt like, what was the point of that if we're just going to go back immediately? It was weird.
Yeah, and it kept saying not yet. Whatever's pulling this.
Yeah, the villain. And then the other main thing that came out of this one is that team of villains that we've kind of seen briefly like be set up before are now taking credit for this and are holding the city to ransom for it. Although I feel like they're just being opportunists and faking it.
Yeah, definitely.
But no, I'm going to be honest, it's kind of losing me because I feel like I didn't really follow this issue all that well. Like,
I'm hanging on. I mean, it's only a mini, so
I'll
we're over halfway now.
I'll probably still finish it, but like it's losing me in the sense that like after this, I'm really not that excited to read the next one.
Well, I know I read the last one, but I can't remember if I bought it, like if I got it or if I just read it from a friend. So I had to go back to my comics, and I'm like, oh yeah, I did. So it's not making that big of an impact because I don't remember holding it in my hand and reading it. Maybe that's Wolfman's gambit, I don't know anymore.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, it does look very nice, but a lot of the stuff that I liked about the first two, which was Raven interacting with the other students in the high school and all that kind of stuff, a lot of that was kind of missing here because it was mainly just, this is all going on now, so she has to deal with it.
Yeah, it was all that metaphysical side of things that... Yeah. Like I say, I feel like a little bit of extra distinction in the art would have really helped sell this issue a lot more, because it would have been a bit easier to follow, and then maybe we wouldn't have as many issues.
I also think maybe if one of the high school kids was like sort of like stuck with her, but one of them kind of is, but she's unconscious or whatever.
Yeah, maybe if I could remember any of their names for more than 2 pages.
Well, I just remember Ant because her name's a what's that called? Where you take the first letters?
Acronym.
Yeah, because her name's an acronym.
But without the dots. Those. Yeah. It's not a real acronym.
Sure.
Oh god. But yeah, definitely. I am interested to see where it goes. I do want to know what's going on, and I feel Wolfman's a good enough writer that everything's going to be explained
What
by the time.
what I was getting to though with the whole having a classmate like stuck along with her for the ride would be like just she'd have someone to talk to. So we'd have the banter, but we'd also have someone who's asking all these questions, and it would make it clearer for us.
Even if, this one that is unconscious, like or whatever, in a coma or whatever, have her astral form be forced along with her.
Yeah, that could work.
That would have been like an easy fix, I think.
That makes sense.
As it is though, it's just kind of kind of clunky in places and not clear exactly what's going on. So I'm just having a hard time getting like my foot on the ground to enjoy it.
Yeah, no, I get it.
Which is a shame because there's a lot of things to like about it, but
Also, the thing with her controlling her emotions to release Trigon.
yeah, if she gets angry, he'll be released.
Yeah, I didn't realize that, so it's cool that they reminded.
I love how that's like Hulk, but instead of like you wouldn't like me when I'm angry, it's like you won't like my dad if I get angry.
Yeah,
My dad will come and
he
beat
likes
you
to
up.
destroy universes just for fun.
Yeah,
Like,
just for fun.
That monologue there, as she's saying those little facts and stuff like that. Those are some of the best parts of the issue. I think just the voice for those parts is just completely nailed.
Because she has like a bit of attitude, she has a bit of a character, like shining through that,
Yeah.
Yep.
Whereas a lot of it is just oh, she's here, then she's there, then she has amnesia.
Yeah.
That amnesia bit really annoyed me because it just felt like pointless.
I feel like because obviously the whole thing was she ended up proving that she was stronger by remembering, but it happened too quickly to have any impact.
Yeah, it was like 2 pages later. It was
if it
like no
happened in
time.
the next issue,
Yeah.
would have been fine.